it's not every day that a Chicago legend comes to see you, a legend period in R&B and jazz music, and I am just so delighted to have the absolute beautiful Miki Howard on the Bioncé Foxx Experience. Welcome.
Thank you.
I had to bow down when she walked into the studio, y'all. I seriously took a bow down to the queen because you have been doing your thing for decades, still going strong. And the cool part is that she is from Chatain.
Yes, I'm from Chicago.
Yeah. Welcome. How's it feel to be just hanging out here in Chicago on radio?
It's amazing and wonderful, and I'm really blessed. I am.
Yeah, you've been doing your thing, what, late 70s?
Oh, yeah. I'm like late
Yeah.
70s, all the way till, right now.
Yeah, that's a long time, Miki, especially in today's day and age, with technology the way it is and labels disbanding and joining other labels and this and that. How do you keep it moving?
I'm not in show business.
Okay.
I retired like in 92 when it started to change to, and I knew it was a pace that I couldn't keep up with, it was just something that I felt like, I couldn't do. So I am an artist and I enjoy that.
But you're still singing. You're still active.
That's
still,
my craft.
What I mean?
That's my craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I am. That's what I do.
But how do you stay in the game? I mean,
I'm not in the game.
But you're still technically out there doing your thing.
I am.
What motivates you to continue?
I'm an entertainer. God.
Okay.
God motivates me to continue to work at spreading love and making people happy and helping their journeys to be smoother, and that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not in show business because I don't have management and this and all of these people doing these things and handlers. And, I'm not in the mainstream. I don't enjoy it. So, and I'm much older now. Used to fight the stigma of this. You're black. You're R&B. You're this. And then you get older, and now you got that on you. So it's like there are no really older women or men. Well, I don't know. In R&B.
Yeah, there are a few, but you're right.
We kind of discard our...
Unless, the real older, like, the Gladys Knights of the world.
Right.
And people like
and Patti
that.
LaBelle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you are just doing your thing still, maintaining. Do you have any desire to put out another album, or you just like to tour?
I put records out. They're just things that, something I feel like doing sometimes. Every 3 years. I have a record. It's called Fed Up, and it's sort of it's not politically for everybody, but it is about being fed up in a relationship with people that are not treating you right, and being fed up of being on the low spectrum and things like that. So it's a really cool record. You can find it on the internet. I just am not on any of the main labels, the Sonys, the Atlantics, and things like that. I've done that, and they don't believe in mature artists, especially when it comes to R&B and things like that. Yeah. So I wouldn't pursue it.
What do you think the state of R&B is? Because R&B, it's a genre that's always going to be around, you know what I mean? But it has its ups and downs. Like there was a while when, like in the early 2000s and stuff, hip hop just like was everywhere. Hip hop stole the game. But R&B just kind of slowly comes back in and does its thing, and it's always around. I mean, it's never gonna go away. But as an excellent R&B artist and a veteran in R&B, what do you think the state of R&B is now versus back when you were doing your thing in the 80s and 90s?
Well, I'm still doing my thing. You mean when I was like, when you're in your youth and you're in your pride?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you know what I think it is? To me, personally, they're imitating the art. They're not actually producing the art. R&B, which people overlook, is the standard is to do it live with live musicians.
Yes,
and that's what makes the R&B, the rhythm and the blues of it. And people are doing it with electronics, and those things were meant to enhance, but not to take over the full task of making the music. So when you have one person that, you know, does the does the drum track, and he does the piano track, and then he does the violin track, it's totally, the soul is gone out of it. I mean, although you may put your soul in it, you may feel a little something, but you don't feel that same thing with when you have the orchestra over here, you know, and they're playing the real strings. And that's what my R&B was. If you read the covers, we had people like the Philharmonic Orchestra. We had Joe Sample, and we had everybody. Roy Hargrove, great people that are known in jazz primarily, because when you're a musician, they kind of turn you over there. And we had real musicians doing real music in the studios with each other, which they don't do anymore. And then they want to call it, oh, it's the same. It's not the same. No, and we don't feel it the same. It's good, you know, but it's not the same.
Because, you know, as a radio personality, I'm always going to a concert. And something about going to a concert when there's a live band behind that artist,
that's fabulous.
You just, boy, it gets in your soul, the music. Now, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to all the artists that use tracks. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they get into it too, but I'm telling you, you are so on point when you say it's different, you know, something about having that bass player and that organist and that pianist and that drummer
and that saxophone come in. Like my songs have the saxophone come in. You know, that's totally different than playing over the piano. You know, on the you gotta have real musicians in live, because each heartbeat brings something.
It touches
to the
your
table.
inner soul. I'm telling you. What would you do, if anything? What would you do different? You know, as far as your career?
I wouldn't have gotten married.
Okay. Why not though, Miki? Why not?
I was married to my career.
Okay.
I was married to being successful.
Yes.
So I couldn't pay attention to what he was talking about or his signs that he was, you know, whatever. I don't care. You are on my ship. That's how I felt. You're on my ship, and my boat is rowing this way.
Okay.
And so when it became a situation where, no, you know, the man is the this and the, I don't know, you're not. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was all bad.
Are you married now?
No.
Would you consider getting married again?
I would consider a lot of things.
Okay.
But I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
You know, you have to be so extra great.
Yeah.
Extra, extremely amazing.
Be able to do everything.
Everything and kind and loving and like me so.
24/7.
You have to love.
You can't turn it on and off.
No, you have to really love.
Trust me. I know. Been there, done that, going through it.
You know.
Anyway. But, okay, so the future of R&B, social media today. What do you think as an artist about social media? Are you on it?
Yeah, I love social media.
Okay.
I enjoy
Are you on it?
I am.
Or you
I
go
do all my
here and
Twitter,
there?
I don't really tweet a lot. You know, it goes too fast. I don't know. I'm always trying to find, what the fuck? What? You know, so I don't really do the Twitter too much, but I love Instagram. It's like a magazine that's constantly changing. I love it.
That's good.
I enjoy Facebook. I've connected with several fans. I really love it. I do. It's like so fun.
Yeah. How would you think if social media was back in like the 90s and the 80s? How do you think that would have shaped your career any differently?
Oh my God.
It's like free advertising.
Had naked pictures. And she was drunk at the club.
No.
And you know how they do the artists. Oh, girl, we did everything. No. We didn't have any idea of this kind of stuff. Were they taking pictures?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, how do you think that would have affected your career?
Hey,
you think it would have affected it differently?
I don't think so.
No? Oh, okay. Because I try to tell these up-and-coming artists now, like, take advantage of it. It's free advertisement. I mean, back in the day, you couldn't really just take your album and post it to a link and have the whole world.
You could, but they told us we couldn't.
Yeah.
We had the same opportunity to do anything that the label was doing. If you had the wherewithal or the money, or the MC Hammers of the world that had those CDs in the cars and stuff like that, and the rappers brought that in here. It was like, well, why can't I do it myself? And they brought that whole situation. They started this whole thing. So it's just the thing is so funny. It's like, why did it take so long to invent this or invent that?
Yeah.
It was the necessity of it started this a whole venture to where you can put your own. You always could have put your own music out.
Yeah. Talk about, speaking of that, I get a lot of calls, and when I'm out at appearances and such, a lot of young ladies come up to me, hey, Beyonce, here's my CD, can you play it? And they don't understand it. It doesn't work like that. I can't just take it and come to work and play it. What advice would you give to these artists who are trying to get on?
On your own station, do your own thing. You got to get out. You got to go. People have gotten complacent and still because of the computer and everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's in your hand. Take it and go. Go places. People don't like to think about history and check it out. History. The first million-selling record, a black woman, a blues record. They were on the road. They drove around. If you sold 1 million records right now, how happy would you be?
Yeah.
Get your ass up.
Yeah.
Get out. Get out from the computer.
Yes.
Go get your little car. And make you a little map of what stations or where you want to stop or where you think people will like you. And do it.
And talk about the importance of branding.
You are your brand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to be solid in who and what you are. People start talking about this brand thing, now they call it brand. They used to call it groom. You need to be groomed.
Yep.
So that when people see you, they know who you are, what you're about. You're clean cut or you're on the Gypsy Rose Lee side or whatever it is. You should be recognizable, and what you service, you should have a quality, attached to what you do. And that's what makes a brand.
Yeah.
I love to shop online, but I don't buy anything I've never heard of. I don't, it can be a great outfit or whatever. It's fabulous dress. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not buying her from there. Then I'll go to, like a Neiman Marcus site or Nordstrom's Rack even. And they'll have, somebody I've heard of, the Prada, whatever. And I know Prada.
Right.
I know if it's not right, I can take it back.
Yeah.
I know it's going to last until I die. So that's why you buy cars like Mercedes and Rolls Royces. People think it's just a luxury vehicle, like to say, oh wow, I'm driving it. It's a lifetime vehicle.
Yes, a brand.
Yes, it is. That's what branding is.
That's a great analogy. Using the whole fashion in cars. I like that. Good analogy.
But that's how it is.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, Miki Howard, so who are your favorite artists right now? 2020, January 2020. Who you rocking
I like
with?
the Migos, even though I don't know what they talking about. I don't know. They put some water inside, whatever. Hey,
Migos.
They make you go like, hey.
Okay, so you feeling the hip hop? I like that. I
love Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah.
My tongue.
Right, and girl, she twerks every 5 seconds.
Listen, I heard my ass. I'm like, what?
Look,
I
actually wish I could twerk. If I could twerk, I would twerk.
What about your knees?
But
right?
I can't twerk.
I get down.
I cannot twerk.
I gotta call the grandkids to come get me up.
I love it.
I love her. And I mean, just for the, like the rap section and all that. And then, you've got the fabulous girls, the Keiki Wyatt.
Okay.
The NDRE.
Yes.
Fabulous. Oh, my girl, Tweet.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I love Tweet.
Yeah. I hosted something with her a few months back. She's amazing.
Isn't she?
Yes. Yeah. Very, very good.
There's so many wonderful artists. I hate when people say, there's no. There's some really, really, really great artists.
Yeah, very creative artists. Yes, very good.
Erykah Badu.
Yes.
You say creative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What's next for Miki Howard?
Well, I'm doing a city winery.
Yep. Residency.
Yes. In Chicago.
Yes.
Because, it's so hard to travel.
Home.
In the winter anyway. And it's like, I love to stay home in the winter in Chicago. Since I've been here for 3 years now, the snow is a turn on to me.
Oh, yeah, me too,
Yeah,
girl.
really.
People think I'm crazy. I love snow, and I wanted it for Christmas, but whatever.
I know it was a drag, right?
Yeah, whatever. People think I'm nuts. I'm so glad you're in the same boat as me. Good. See, I'm not that crazy, Chicago. Miki Howard, a legend. Like snow, too.
I love it.
Okay.
So Glenn Jones is
Yes.
my special guest
Yes.
tomorrow night at City Winery on Randolph Street here in Chicago.
Okay.
And we have a good time. Okay, we give it all. We have everything. We have the jazz, the hits, the the stuff that we just like to sing, and wonderful band. The band is amazing.
Oh gosh, I can only imagine.
It's so fun. So I want you to come out.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll do.
and have a good time. And they have the signature wine. You can take home lovely souvenirs of your evening because, honey, Michelle will not be doing this much longer.
She said Michelle. Now
okay, she's gonna be going hard to the grab bag.
Michelle, I love it. Yes, but I am just so happy to meet you. It's been years and years, girl. I used to be in that mirror in the bathroom with my comb and my brush. Love under new management. I thought I was Miki Howard. Yes, ma'am. Hits for days. Come share my love.
Baby be mine.
Crazy. Baby
oh my God,
be
crazy.
mine.
I love
what?
Ain't nobody like you.
Yes.
Till you come back to me. Way
amazing.
before they were doing Aretha Franklin tributes.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
we did it while she was still here.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, I love Aretha too.
Oh, continue to do your thing. Get your tickets, y'all. City Winery. It's a residency. Check out the great Miki Howard right here from Inglewood. We got to support our very own. I just want to thank you so much for stopping by the Bioncé Foxx experience. Now that I know you right here down the street, girl, we got to go to Gucci and them together one day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, Prada. Why you talking about Prada and stuff?
You don't have to buy too much. You know, just get your shoes. You know, once a year. You know, I try to tell people, you know, once a year, you know, get you something amazing. You spend that money and go ahead on. And then the next year you get something else. And you keep these things. And they mount up. And then you look at your closet and all of a sudden it's full of Prada and full of whatever you love. You know what I mean?
Gucci and Louis. Yeah. Yes. So we'll do that. We'll set up a date and go down Michigan Avenue one of these afternoons. How about that?
Awesome.
Okay, that'll work. The great Miki Howard hanging out on the Bioncé Foxx experience on V103. Thanks, Miki!
Thanks, Beyonce.